Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something really intense and thought-provoking: how AI is changing the landscape of literature, especially with all these fake installments popping up in popular series.
It's a wild ride, so stick around. Let's start with the obvious. We've all heard about AI's role in writing, right? It's becoming more and more prevalent. Authors are facing, some serious challenges with the rise of these fake books.
I mean, think about it. How many of you have seen those new installments in series that, totally don't feel right? It's kinda scary. If you think about it, take George R.R. Martin, for instance.
He's been working on The Wines of Winter for what feels like forever, and in that time, there's been this explosion of unauthorized imitations. I can't help but feel for him.
I mean, he's poured his heart and soul into his work, and then someone comes along and, tries to exploit that. It's just ooh, right? You can almost feel the frustration radiating off him.
And it makes you wonder, how do audiences perceive all of this? Are they aware that they might be getting duped? It's, super concerning. Now, let's talk about the dangers of these imitations.
When we invest in stories, we're not just buying a book. We're investing in an entire world, in characters we love.
It's personal, and then you have unauthorized imitations like that one book, The Life Fan Times of a Ugandan Night Dancer *. It just feels wrong. The consequences for authors can be devastating.
Their reputation, their credibility, all of that can go down the drain because of someone else's greed. I mean, who wants that? It's frustrating to think that, some people would try to pull such a thing.
And then there are the legal and ethical issues. Scammers are getting super crafty, trying to get around copyright laws. It's like a cat and mouse game, and it's exhausting. A good example is the case of The Sword of Kaigan by M.L.
Wang. This is a perfect illustration of how hard it is for authors to protect their work. It's unsettling to think about how many people might fall for these tricks.
So, how do we protect ourselves as consumers? It's crucial to verify author names and book titles.
Seriously, folks, do your homework. There are tools out there like Grammarly and other detection programs that can help you identify AI-generated content. And don't forget about reading samples on platforms like Amazon.
Trust me, it can save you from a lot of disappointment. Now, let's get into recognizing authenticity in writing. You can usually spot organic writing styles if you, really pay attention. It's about feeling the heart of the words.
And reading reviews. That's a huge help. They can guide you toward genuine content and away from those pesky imitations. So, what's the takeaway from all this? I think it's super important to remain vigilant as consumers. We need to be aware of what we're reading and who we're supporting. It's a bit overwhelming, but we have to do our part. The landscape of literature is changing, and we can't just sit back and let it happen. But, as intense as this topic is, there's always a silver lining. Maybe it pushes us to appreciate the real creators even more. We might find ourselves more grateful for those authentic voices in literature.
So, while it's easy to feel frustrated, let's also take a moment to appreciate the genuine authors out there who are putting in the hard work.
Alright, if you found this video helpful or thought-provoking, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this whole situation. Thanks for tuning in, and let's keep the conversation going.